Right, good afternoon all. Today's class we are going to know about the concept called as an embedded firmware. Okay, you know what is a software and you know hardware, and the only thing that you should be knowing here is the embedded firmware. Okay, the software is a set of programs where these programs are going to make your computer or else any embedded device that work properly. Okay. And now what is this firmware? The firmware is a permanent storage programmed into a read-only memory. Okay. It is also a software that is being programmed into a read-only memory. It is also called as an control algorithm or else program instructions. Okay. And this is a program that is been responsible for making your embedded system to work properly. So without this program, any of the embedded system will not work. So how do you write this program? On which platform you are going to write the program? Why? Because means embedded system or else embedded device is a set of components. So all these components should work properly for your applications. To make your application work properly, you need a program. So that program is called as an embedded firmware. It is called as an control algorithm. Why it is called as a control algorithm? Because it is going to control all the components in the computer system, in the embedded system. So this program is making your embedded system to work according to your specific application. And this program will be available in the read-only memory. So that means this program, if it is being designed, if it is being written, it is a permanently designed or permanently written program. You cannot change this program. If you change this program, if you try redesign this program, your complete application gets changed. Okay. Then how do you write this program? There are various methods available for developing the embedded firmware. So if at all if you want to write a program, then what are the techniques behind this for writing this or for designing this embedded firmware? The first one is write the program in high-level languages. Write the program in high-level languages. Like your high-level languages are like your C, embedded C, Java, etc. Okay. So using these programs, you can write your application program, and this application program can be made to sit or else made to work your embedded system properly. Okay. Then for this, an IDE is essential. IDE, Integrated Development Environment. It is an environment, or else it is a place where your program can be made to write, because once you write the program, it is supposed to be a debug, it is supposed to be run, etc. So all of a sudden, if you just write for the first time, your program is not going to execute. You need to make many changes to your program. So how do you make the changes? It is with the help of your IDE, Integrated Development Environment. Okay, and what it consists of? It consists of editor, compiler, linker, debugger, simulator, assembler, cross assemblers, etc. So these are the tools that are available in an environment called as an IDE. The first technique here is using the high-level languages. You are going to write your embedded firmware. So that means you are going to write your application program. And then these IDEs are different for different family of processors and then controllers. The first example here is that we use in the lab, which is called as an Keil Microvision or also Keil software. So what is your Keil software doing? Your Keil software is being used for writing your application. So one application here is for running your stepper motor. So where do you write the stepper motor program? You are going to write the stepper motor program in the Keil Microvision. So that means in the Keil software. So what it consists of? It consists of the assemblers and then the debuggers and then the runners and then the linkers, etc. So this is what the first case. So writing an high-level language. The second technique here is write the program in assembly language. So assembly language means what all the programs that you written for your part A lab, it was being written using this assembly level language. So what it consists of? It consists of short instructions or short descriptions of the instructions. One second, break model.